about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know.
Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys Uncut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. Get back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat that. And we ain't scared of running. So one team over here is Cowboys, believe that. Yeah, it's you got us a poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC. Yeah, DC4L. All day, every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. And hold on, I got something coming in. Oh Lord, oh God, no! It's the most evil, diabolical, sinister, ratchet,
settle down,
underhanded, slimy, grimy.
Simmer yourself.
Individual on the face of God's green earth, Landlord from Alabama. What's up with you, boy? See, he's so evil he can't even stay here. He's channeling himself from hell. He's channeling himself straight from hell to be here on this show, man. So if you pray too hard or you're got too many crucifixes around, Landlord will disappear. So y'all got to make sure to think evil thoughts so Landlord can stay on the channel.
I don't know why my phone keep bugging out right now, but I was just about to say, with friends like you, bro, I don't need no enemies. I tell you that much.
Who told you we were friends?
I don't know. I was sadly mistaken, huh?
You were sadly mistaken. How could I be friends with the devil himself? They're like saying, did Hitler have friends?
I'm pretty sure he had a lot of friends, man.
Man, I'm just saying, it's like you on par with Hitler, so
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know why this man thought that. But this my guy right here, man. So welcome to the show. Glad always to have you in. This is Cowboys Convo, where we conversate about the Cowboys, right? What an obvious on the nose name that we have. But
hold on. Mr. Knockout, you trying to get knocked out or what? Because
what's going on?
I know the team is trash, but we ready to fight about it. So what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? We can have a digital duel right now. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboys should move to the XFL so they can be relevant again. Shit, we relevant now. We got niggas that hate the Cowboys in the chat box right now.
You wasting your time hating on us right now and telling us something we already know.
Hey, real talk. We said y'all two are the best creators and the realest in the game. What's up with you, Joshua Fisher? Thank you for the love, boy. Matter of fact, salute to everybody out there right now. Miss Matrix, Nigel, Andre Robinson, Miss Regina Green with the green, Jamison Taylor, Joe Chanchina, Cowboys Thanos, John Deere, Rico Jones. Who else in the building with us? Even you, Knockout, you engaging, so salute to you for coming in. You took time out your day to turn on your computer or jump on your phone and find the stream and, you know, type in there, so salute to you. Timo, what's good with you? Yeah, salute to everybody out there in the Cowboy space, Camo. And listen, y'all know me and Landlord are still under YouTube Rico. Everything is shut down. Ain't no super chats, ain't no super stickers, ain't no memberships. We out this mud getting out the mud. We bootlegging content to you right now. We ain't even supposed to be on here. We had to fight the YouTube people to even do shows. So if you want to show your support, make sure you hit that Cash App on both ends. We got $ Henny the More on my end and $ Landlord 723 on Cuzzo's end. So if you want to show some love, hit those cash apps and hit those share buttons for us, man.
Please, you know what I'm saying? Y'all help. Y'all just don't know how much y'all contributions go a long way for us. And as independent content creators, we wouldn't be able to speak the way we speak and do the things we do without y'all. So we do appreciate y'all and everything y'all do for us. Real talk.
Indeed, man, indeed. Shout out Numbhead Neil. You know, he always get the show started off right, slapping the shit out somebody. Right yes, now, he said he slapped up the Joneses 87 times each before checking in. That's
good job.
That's a real supporter right there. That's a real warrior. Because, man, we got to slap the shit out Jerry Jones and them right now. So, Landlord, do you remember not too long ago when Cooper Kupp became available and there was the buzz the Dallas Cowboys wanted him?
Yeah.
So, do you know what actually happened that we found out today?
Please inform me, sir.
Did you know that Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb tried to recruit Cooper Kupp and Jerry Jones and then fucked it up?
Wow. Wait, in the negotiation room, huh?
I ain't gotta even speak. I'm gonna tell you exactly what they said. So we're gonna play a video, and this is gonna explain what actually occurred.
And I want to point out things change, right? Friday morning, I mentioned that the Cowboys had, I forget the language I used, made a run or made a push for Cooper Kupp. Last Thursday, the Cowboys reached out about Cooper Kupp, and they were interested. And Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, the way I understand it, were on the phone with Cooper Kupp, talking to him about the idea of coming to Dallas. And it was floated out there. And then the Cowboys heard the numbers, and they were at numbers that the Cowboys weren't going to get to, which brings Seattle back into play, which leads to Cooper Kupp getting a deal done with the Seahawks. But these things are fluid. Like, things happen. The Cowboys did get in the mix on Cooper Kupp. They found out the price. They were not in the mix. But Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, they wanted Cooper Kupp in the mix. And they had ideas about what it would have been like for him to be a Dallas.
So that is what happened. So what happened, unfortunately, is Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb both went out their way to try and recruit Cooper Kupp to the Dallas Cowboys, and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and them said, hell no, we got McDonald's at home. So that what happened. Dak Prescott wanted Cooper Kupp here. CeeDee Lamb wanted Cooper Kupp here. Jerry Jones heard the number and got squeamish. So Cooper Kupp ended up signing with the Seattle Seahawks.
Damn, man, that's so unfortunate. And I always been saying, at least, you know, in recent history, that this front office just hold us back so much, bro. That's our biggest flaw. That's our biggest weakness. Everybody keep talking about Dak Prescott and everybody else, but Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are dramatically holding this team back. Like it's so obvious to me. we never get the things that we desire ever. And it's finally starting to catch up with us, man. For real. Like, if you don't believe me, if you feel like you want to be
See, every time my boy gets to cooking, maybe his phone overheating. Maybe because from the cook so hard that his phone overheating or something, man. But we gonna keep rocking out till landlord get back. But I think what Cuz is gonna say, man, or at least on the same. Oh, here he go. Go
John is
ahead.
messing up my connection.
Yeah, they don't want you to cook. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if you want to be a front office apologist, ask yourself this. How many times have you reacted to other teams' free agency moves and draft moves and been like, wow, they did what? They did this, they did that, for real? And then ask yourself how many times you reacted like that about the Cowboys.
You don't. You really don't.
Almost every year. Now, this one thing we won't take from the Eagles. Almost every year we found ourselves like, wow, they did what? Like, let's be real. We like, damn, they got two of the best corners in the draft. How the hell they even pull that off?
Damn. That's crazy. All right, what's up with you though, Dunny Holmes? But yeah, the Dallas Cowboys don't make splash plays, and I do see some of y'all saying like $15 million. Is it too rich? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing: if Cooper Kupp can help the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl, does it actually matter how much we spend? Especially when the Dallas Cowboys have all the cap space in the world, could have constructed the contract to be very, cap friendly. However the signing bonus is played out. Because remember, it says $15 million a year. But you got to remember, when Dak signed his contract and he was a $40 million a year quarterback, he didn't make $40 million on that deal until the final year of that contract, right? So just because it says $15 million a year, 45 on paper, he might not have even made $15 million this first year. You know what I mean? Depending on how the contract was structured. So I don't really be caring about the money, because listen, they got all the cap space in the world right now and ain't spending it. I would much rather have the player than the cap space, because it's not like they're adding players.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just seems like everybody else is getting better and we either staying the same or getting worse.
Mm-hmm. That's usually how it works, unfortunately. So, and yeah, I don't know.
Because if you think about it logically, every year you gonna lose players, right? You might lose players that's key, prominent players on your team sometimes. And then if you think about it, you're not bringing in enough people to replace them after years go by. So if you're not bringing in key free agents, you really just getting worse.
And that is true. If you're not, because listen, folks retire, folks get injured, folks leave for bigger contracts. If you're not consistently adding in better players, whether it be through premium draft picks or through free agency, you're not going to be a better team. Think about what we had in 2021 compared to now. That team has completely disintegrated. They let Mark Cooper walk. Michael Gallup ended up getting injured, and he's no longer even playing football. He unretired and trying to come back. Dalton Schultz, they let sign with a different team. Tyron Smith retired. Zach Martin done retired. Lael Collins declined and got cut. So think about where we were in 2021 when we had a pretty solid team and what we actually have now. Right? Think about what we had then and what we have now. You can't say those two teams, talent-wise, of player for player, is even remotely close. So that goes to landlord point. It would have been different if we replaced Amari Cooper with our Amari Cooper level wide receiver once he left, but we didn't. It would have been different, if we replaced, some of the pieces with equal players, and we have not done that. So that's a very good point that landlord made.
Yeah, man. We don't lose players every year. And if we're not making significant changes and trying our best to upgrade, we just gonna theoretically get worse every year.
Hmm. I mean, it makes perfect sense though, right?
Yeah.
What's up with your hood? What's up, Hoodlum? I ain't seen you about 50 years, man. How you been, brother?
What's that? I seen Stephen Carroll on there, man. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He held us down out there in training camp, man. We appreciate that. I don't know if he's still on here, but it's been a minute ago. But salute to you.
Yeah, salute to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all for all y'all do. Y'all the realest in the world, and we appreciate y'all, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
my boy. Now, before we get into the next topic, because it's going to be sad talk about them consistently not doing the things we want them to do. My boy Ty Church brought up Elijah Moore. How you watched anything on Elijah Moore? Know who he is or anything like that, landlord?
Not recently. Not really.
Okay, so this is the thing. Like, I'm not really. I don't want Elijah Moore because I don't think Elijah Moore is better than Jalen Tolbert. The criteria for me wanting you on my team right now as a wide receiver is you must undisputably be better than what I already have. If you're not better than Jalen Tolbert, my team is damn near the same after I sign you, and that should not be the case with player acquisition.
We want to move the needle, bro. We want to move the needle.
Exactly. That's why everybody is pushing Keenan Allen to Dallas, because of the people available, he is probably the best fit for the Dallas Cowboys. 6'2", amazing route runner, veteran, creates his own separation, sure hands, all that other good shit. So I understand the Dallas Cowboys are being squeamish, they're being cheap, not trying to spend no money. That's not winning football. That is not winning football. Also, the Eternal Dynasty landlord, just in case you were wondering, he said, y'all won the weapon versus trenches debate. No way Boss has Booker ranked higher than T-Mac and Genty. They were capping to fit their narrative. So listen, it was a good fight, man.
I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna be honest with you. I made that statement because I just couldn't believe it either. But Boss called me later on and said basically he really did have that. That was his ranking. But I still questioned it and was like, why you ain't consult with nobody? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if that was everybody ranking. But, I don't know about that. But Boss, that was his honest to God ranking. So it might sound crazy to us, because I sure said it. I said, Boss, y'all just doing that to win. Just so y'all won't give up that L by default. But no, that was his honest to God ranking. So it is what it is. You can agree with him or disagree, but that was his real ranking.
And listen, he also had a similar conversation with me. So like that man really believes in Tyler Booker. And yeah. Tyler Booker, listen, I went and watched Tyler Booker. He is a damn good guard. I am not taking anything away from Tyler Booker. He's an amazing guard, and he would make your offensive line better. The disconnect that we have in this space is that I personally believe, I don't know what anybody else believes, but me, Henny the Moore, personally believe that Brock Hoffman is on that McGovern, Tyler Biadasz, he's on that Connor Williams track. He's one of those guys, if you give enough opportunities, he's going to be a good starter and might be a Pro Bowler, right? So that's why I don't think you need to even address guard. He graded out very well last year at what he did in the 7 games that he started. I'm of the mindset of we have holes and nobody there to fill those holes, so I would rather draft for that and not improve something I already have. So I don't think the difference in me winning a Super Bowl is going from a offensive guard that has Pro Bowl potential to an offensive guard that has All-Pro potential. When I don't have wide receivers that can get open, when I don't have cornerbacks that can cover, when I don't have linebackers that can stop the run, when I don't have defensive tackles that can start. I have more pressing issues than upgrading my offensive line right now. And that's the disconnect. It's not about the talent. It's about what we actually need to succeed. And that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like of course you want to go BPA, but at the same time, I feel like that's a luxury sometimes, man. That's a luxury sometimes. Because it's going to be plenty of teams who need a quarterback who ain't going to be able to just say, okay, I got to pass up on this quarterback because this is a better player than the quarterback. You see what I'm saying? They ain't going to do that. Like, more than likely, if they need a quarterback that bad, they going to draft a damn quarterback. Real talk.
Or they going to move up to make sure that they can get the quarterback, right?
Exactly, but they ain't going to draft.
Yeah, because listen, I'm not saying that, because he'll be back in a second. He don't ever stay gone too long. So, we're not saying that Booker is bad. Booker is very good. I watched multiple games of Booker. I can confirm he is a good interior offensive lineman. I watched him. Hold on. Here, cuz, go. But yeah. Go ahead, cuz.
Yeah, I was just saying they ain't going to draft for edge because he a better player. You know how many years in the draft, well, the quarterbacks was not the best players, but they got pushed to the top of the board, which pushed everybody else down?
Yep.
That shit happen all the time. I just feel like like you said, we got so many holes that for us to put that pick on a guard, which is not one of our biggest holes, I think that's irresponsible.
Mm-hmm. I do agree with you. On that part, man. So yeah, man. It is. Y'all know how I'm coming. And matter of fact, this is actually a very good. You said, listen, I'd be disappointed as well. I'd be very disappointed. Because listen, there is, in my personal opinion, because I watch these other wide receivers, there's only one wide receiver in the second round that I'm even thinking about. And that's Jaden Higgins from Iowa State. Like, he is good. Outside of him, if you miss out on wide receiver in the first round, and we're talking about instant impact, you're not gonna get that. You're not. Listen, landlord, did you ever get a chance to watch what I sent you about Savion? Could might not be here, but yeah. I watched every single snap of Savion Williams from 2024. I know there are a lot of people hyping Savion Williams up because of athletic traits and all that other stuff. But let me tell you this. It does not matter how big you are. It does not matter how fast you are as a wide receiver if you cannot fucking catch. If your biggest flaw as a wide receiver is that your hands are mostly for decoration, you are not somebody I want to draft. This man struggles to run routes consistently. He struggles to catch the ball consistently. So no, I do not want Savion Williams. He is not an instant impact player for me. Well, we got a clone in here. What's up with you, Lan?
Man, I gotta change. I tried to change my browser. I don't know why it's doing this today.
It's tweaking out, man, but who knows? He said Savion is Deebo Samuel. Listen, I'm not even a fan of Deebo Samuel. I'm not even a fan of Deebo Samuels, and hell no. Fuck no. And Zaytoven, this is going to be my pushback. Like, there are some things I like about Trey Harris, but what I do not like about Trey Harris is that all this man production damn near comes against bums and scrubs. He was a 1,000-yard receiver, and damn near 700 of them yards came against no-name ass schools. That man up here putting up numbers on Middle Tennessee. He up here putting up numbers on Georgia Southern. Right? So, I'm not really buying that shit right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Could I be wrong about Trey Harris and not seeing it the same way as other people? Sure. But hell no. I don't really see it. Also, I'm a little biased. I don't really like the latest batch of Ole Miss wide receivers. They wide receivers, they've been hitting on shit since DK and them boys left. Since DK Metcalf and Aaron and AJ Brown came to the league, them niggas ain't been hitting on shit. Boy, Savion Williams can't catch A's in a whorehouse. As a matter of fact, you ain't got to take my word for it. You can go watch all of this man's touches. Now, I understand why people are intrigued. I understand why people are intrigued by the man. 6'5", ran a 4.4, good athlete. I understand why people are intrigued. But I don't want somebody that can't play football. I don't want nobody that can't actively play the position. Like, he can't catch. Like, that's one thing that disturbs me. He can't catch. I don't like TCU receivers. I don't blame you. They don't have a good track record. Matter of fact, while people are hyping up Savion Williams, I know it's not popular to say, but his teammate, Jack Beck, white boy, he is a better wide receiver. He actually can catch. He can actually run routes. He actually can catch. Now, Savion Williams is the better athlete. He do all that wildcat quarterback shit. Gets involved in the run game. He got juice, but he ain't got hands, and that's my issue with the boy. So now he should be no second round pick wide receiver. He'd be like the fourth. Tech McMillan would be like the fourth wide receiver in that class. I would put him over Xavier Worthy. Right? I would put him over. And yeah, listen, I'm not campaigning to draft Jack Beck either. I'm just making a statement. Like, Savion Williams is a worse wide receiver than Jack Beck, his teammate. I'm not saying draft Jack Beck. I'm just making a clear statement on what I'm talking about. When it comes to route running, catching, hands, all the other shit, it's the white boy. What's up, Philly? Thank you for tapping in. Jeff, what's up with you? But yeah, Eternal Dynasty. Tet would be probably the fourth wide receiver. He would probably be right behind Brian Thomas. He'd probably be right behind Brian Thomas for me. So fourth or fifth. Either way, he would still be a first round wide receiver. In my opinion, he'd still be a first round pick. Emeka Ibuka with compliment CD. I believe so as well. Matter of fact, like, people don't hype him up as much as some of these other guys for whatever reason. But out of all the wide receivers, he probably is the best route runner. He's a willing blocker. He creates his own separation. He's smart. He's physical. Like, he's everything you really want. And he's not a little guy. He's 6 foot, 200-something pounds. Like, people forget. Like, Brandon Cooks is 5'9". Is 5'9" and some change and shit. Like, he's not that. He's an actual regular size wide receiver. So, I like Ibuka and what he brings to the table. Dak Prescott loves route runners. He loves guys that will be where they're supposed to be, where they're supposed to be at the right time, all that other good shit. He is a Dak-friendly wide receiver, and he got a little bit of juice. He said, "Mind you of St. Brown, bro." That's not a bad comparison. That is not a bad comparison at all. At all, remotely. So what we're going to do now, man, while we wait for Landlord stuff to shake back, is we're going to talk about some of these players that are being mocked to the Dallas Cowboys at 12. We're going to talk about some of the players being mocked to the Dallas Cowboys at 12. Say who you want in round one. If they're available, give me 10. No, all the people that we've been talking about is who we've been talking about. Right? I still want Tech McMillan if he falls to us. I still want Genty if he falls to us. this is one that I wouldn't mind getting as well. Let me go ahead and put it up there if we're talking about it. All right, so recently, Mel Kiper has mocked running back Omarion Hampton to the Dallas Cowboys at pick 12. Ashton Jeanty was gone, but Tech McMillan fell to number 20. I'd switch these two, but either way, it feels like it will be an offensive player in the first round for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this is what it had to say on there. And this is what he said. No change on my Cowboy pick projection for my last mock draft. Hampton actually firmed up his first round case at the combine, running a 4.46 40-yard dash and leaping 10 feet 10 inches in the broad jump. He is the home run hitter who could spark something in this Dallas running game, which has been dormant for the past 2 campaigns. The Cowboys averaged 4 yards per carry over that time, tied for the 4th worst in the league. So even after signing Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders to low-risk deals, I still think the Cowboys could draft Hampton. He is the kind of difference maker they need at the position. He rushed for 3,164 yards and 30 touchdowns over the past 2 seasons. Jesus, that boy went crazy. Also, shout out to Keith for the Cash App, man. Thank you for the love and the support, man. And if y'all want to be like Keith and help keep the lights on in the liquor store, make sure y'all hit that Cash App. It's $ Henny the Moore. If you want to support Landlord, it's Landlord723. So that was he thought. So what are y'all thoughts about Omarion Hampton? And listen, he's a dog. He is a great running back. He's probably running back 2 or 3 in this draft for me. Oh, damn, Philly, I didn't realize that was you. My bad. You gotta let me know, man. You gotta let me know, bro. So yeah, salute to my boy Philly for the love, man. I appreciate you, my guy. Say I don't mind Hampton at 20 with an extra 3rd round pick. And this is gonna be the thing. A lot of times players go higher than we expect them to go, and sometimes they go lower. So the question, because first and foremost, let me just put this into perspective. Tech McMillan was on the board when he did this. If Tech McMillan was there, I would not have drafted Omarion Hampton. I would be going Tech McMillan. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If Tech McMillan is on the board, I am drafting him. So he lost me with that. He lost me when he went Omarion Hampton over Tech McMillan. So we're gonna start with that, right? Just out the gate to clarify. I would not have done that shit. We would not be in this position fucking with him anymore. Secondly, if we do get wiped out at the player that we want, trading back is not a bad idea if there's multiple people that you want. So let's say you get to 12. Luther Burden's still there. Ibuka's still there. Or Omarion Hampton's still there. Right? Let's say 3 of those guys are still there. And you get an offer to move back 2 picks. You get an extra 2nd round pick. You get an offer to move back 2 spots. One of the 3 will still be there. So you can take the trade back, get the extra pick, get one of your 3 preferred candidates, and have an extra pick to play with in the top 100. So that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to trade from 12 to 20. That would be too much in this draft. Because this is a very top-heavy draft when it comes to like the premium picks. Like the premium players, difference makers. It's very top-heavy. So I trade back 2 spots. I don't mind going from 12 to 14 and getting an extra pick, especially if I got 3 or 4 people on the board that I can still select from. I don't mind that. My boy, I'm not out saying fuck it, just get Hampton. Again, And listen, I like Hampton a lot. He is, in my opinion. And listen, before the combine, so I said this before the combine, so I'm gonna stick to it. There were 3 running backs, in my opinion, that had All-Pro written on them. They were Genty, they were Hampton, and they were Caleb Johnson. Now, Caleb Johnson didn't have a great 40 time. I still think Caleb Johnson is like that, so I don't care. I don't care no more about the underwear Olympics. I just can't bring myself to care about him. That man played good football way too long for me to be worried about it. He said, I hope the Cowboys take Hampton. I really do. It'll help my Browns get Judkins and Travion Henderson. Hey, I like Huckins. I like Judkins. I like Travion Henderson. This is a very loaded running back class. So, that's why I said I would probably trade back if Ted is gone. Or another scenario. There was another mock draft that was done. And we still took a wide receiver. It just wasn't Ted. And this other mock draft, and this was by Daniel Jeremiah, they mocked wide receiver Matthew Golden to the Dallas Cowboys as 12th overall. So, my question to everybody in the chat box. Oh, happy birthday, Jameson. Everybody help me wish Jameson Taylor happy birthday in the liquor store, man. Salute to my boy. Happy birthday, Jameson. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dog. Yeah, man. But what y'all feel about Matthew Golden? If Ted is gone, how would you feel about drafting Matthew Golden? And listen, I wasn't huge on Matthew at first, but I recently watched every single target and every single touch that he had from the 2024 season. He doesn't play like he a 4-2 guy, even though he ran a 4-2. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still plays fast. He still creates separation. He still got juice. And what I really do like about him is his start to stop. Like, he catches the ball and he accelerates fast as fuck. He goes 0 to 100 quick as hell. So, I like Golden. He also is in that range of height that does not scare me or bother me. He's about 6 foot, 5'11" and a half. Got decent wide receiver size. Like I said, ran a 4.2 at the combine. Plays fast as well. So I wouldn't mind taking Matthew Golden. Me taking Matthew Golden is not, the end of the world. It addresses a key need. He automatically is wide receiver 2 day 1. He allows you to let Jalen Tolbert worry about third corners and blossom as a wide receiver 3. So I think it would be a very good move to add him. But my question is to y'all. What do y'all think about Matthew Golden? Not just Henry the Moore. What do y'all out there in Cowboys Nation feel about the kid? Because I like him. My first time really seeing him play was when he played against my Arkansas Razorbacks, and I think he against us. It said Cowboys need to get their 4th round back. 4th round be rich. Will Cowboys trade down for a 2nd round pick and pick the Texas safety? If they get an extra 2nd round pick, you got so many holes. You got so many holes. Like, you can draft whatever in the later rounds, and it would make sense. You could draft linebacker, it would make sense. You could draft corner, it would make sense. You could draft defensive tackle, it would make sense. You can draft safety, and it would make sense. Like, the Dallas Cowboys have so many issues. They have so many issues. That whatever you decide to do, whatever route you decide to take, you can rationalize it because you have that many holes. I highly doubt that the Dallas Cowboys draft a left tackle after drafting a left tackle a year before. Because one, let me tell you why, and my train of thought behind that. One, Kevin Banks ain't as good as niggas say he is, for one. Let me just pause the music. I want niggas to hear this. He ain't as good as people say he is. Right? Just straight up. He's not as good as they trying to make him out to be. They just invested a first round pick at left tackle last year. And this is the thing. I'm going to throw this out there. They do not like admitting that they were wrong. They do not like admitting that they were wrong. Tyler Guyton could go out there and be the worst left tackle in the National Football League. He's going to finish his rookie contract. He is going to be the starting left tackle no matter how many times Dak Prescott gets sacked, no matter how many plays or he out there and they fail because of him. He's solid, but he's not pick number 12 solid. Matter of fact, and I talked to my offensive line guys, because y'all know I've been against offensive line. They got old boy over from Ohio State over the kid, Josh Simmons. No, they trying to making a case for me about Josh Simmons over Kevin Banks. And that's the only reason that he won't be a top 10 pick, because he's coming off a knee injury. Yeah, we need to draft a new owner. You ain't lied about that, Philly. Really, Jerry the owner ain't bad. It's Jerry the GM I want to slap the shit out of. Jerry the owner be doing some fly player shit. Jerry the GM a hoe. Yeah, Jerry Jones the GM is a hoe. What's up with you, Miss Jessica? Thank you for sliding in. Bobby Ellis, Rose. Salute to all y'all good folks out there, man. Oh, my boy name is Rays. I can't read, bro. Thank you for sliding in, though, man. Thank you for sliding in. Yeah, if he wasn't injured, Josh Simmons would be hands down the most highly touted offensive tackle in this draft. Easily. But because, people are screaming about the injury, landlord, don't be in the chat box, nigga. Jump back on the show. Jump back on the show, man. This man is gonna slide in here. Just gonna slide back in here. Hey, man, when you get a certain age, your eyes ain't worth a damn no more. So that O look like an A from right here, so I'm sorry. That is my fault. That is my bad, bro. So out of the two, I'm gonna actually put a poll in there, man. I'm gonna go ahead and put a poll on there after I start my music back up. Yeah, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat boxes. Does it sound like the Cowboys drafted an injured offensive lineman, right? I'm gonna put a poll in the chat box. I want y'all to participate real quick. All right. Hampton, running back. Golden, wide receiver. All right, I got a poll up over here in the liquor store. Come over, vote. Let me know. Out of the two mock drafts I presented to you, out of the two people mocked to us at 12 from these recent mock drafts, which one would you take? Would you take workhorse back or Marvin Hampton? Or would you take dynamic wide receiver Matthew Golden from Texas? Let me know. Put it up there in the chat box. I think Mikael Williams is a reach. I think Mikael Williams other years would not be a first round pick. I am not really a fan of Mikael Williams. Appreciate it, Rico. My partner made these beats, man. My partner Joe made these beats. Let's see. I see a Hampton. I see a Golden. All right, so inside the chat box, I'm 1 for 1 right now. All right, Matthew Golden by Rays. Mr. Gina Green said Golden. Hey, Henny, would you bring in Amari or Stephon Diggs? Of course. The only qualifications for me to want you on my team is to be better than Jalen Tolbert. Any wide receiver better than Jalen Tolbert, I will welcome with open arms. Because if something crazy happens, and we do, right, and we do get wiped out at wide receiver, at least we have a backup option. He said, not taking the edge. And thank you, Zay Tobin. Thank you. At least not in the first. You know what I'm saying? They had third round, maybe. I got a Hampton, a Golden, a Hampton. Make sure y'all vote too, man. Make sure y'all vote. Make sure y'all vote. Only got 9 votes in right now. Get some more votes in. I want to see. There's 40 some of y'all watching. Damn near 50. Let's get at least 50 votes over here in the liquor store. But yeah, listen. Truth be told, I don't mind either one. But this is the thing. He passed on Tet, and I can't live with that. That's the only thing that rubs me the wrong way about Mel Kiper's. Like, no way in hell should the Dallas Cowboys pass on a 6'5" wide receiver who top game speed eclipsed 20 miles per hour. We just can't do that. Golden. Yeah, Golden winning by a landslide right now. I wouldn't mind it though. Either way is a win, bro. Getting a starting caliber running back or a starting caliber wide receiver to play alongside CeeDee Lamb, it's a win for the Dallas Cowboys at this point. But I didn't need them to stay away from Savion Williams, dog. I didn't need them to stay away from Savion Williams. Dunny Holmes said Golden. I can dig it. All right. So let's do it. So do I got any Hampton film? Yes and no. I have film of Hampton. No, I cannot show it because they go copyright crazy. The last time I showed film in the liquor store, they took the video down. So the next best alternative I will give you is to go on YouTube. There is a page that has all of his snaps and touches from the 2024 season on there. It's not in all 22 style. It's from the game broadcast view, but it has every single one of his snaps. It's about 50 minutes. You can go watch it. Exactly. He passed, so I can't take that one seriously. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. Okay, listen, 10 at 12 is already a reach. Said, what about Williams? I don't like that he ain't actually. He is all traits. He's all traits. That man does not have really any kind of college production. He make 1 or 2 plays, and that's about it. I want some. If I'm drafting an edge, man, I want somebody that at least had, like Abdul Carter. I want somebody that I've seen gradually become a better pass rusher and better player year to year to year. You know, wrap it up as a double digit sack guy, whatever. I don't think Mikael Williams has all that much production. Matter of fact, I'll tell you because I don't have the numbers right in front of me. Yeah, dog. Hell no. 5 sacks, 4.5 sacks, 4.5 sacks. I'm good on that. This man don't even got 15 sacks in 3 years. Yes, Hampton can pass block. He pass blocks well enough to get the job done. He's a great physical runner of the football. He's not the shiftiest guy, but he can put a move on you. So I like Hampton. Oh yeah, I seen Boss Man fat ass. And listen, you just invested. He said, "How about them Cowboys, Henny? What they done did, dog? They do anything good this time around, or we just talk about their inability to do shit right?" Oh, Savion Williams said, "What I don't like about Savion Williams. Savion Williams, listen. You see these, right? You see these. His don't work most of the time. Okay, his don't work." And this is one of the rare occasions where I watch film on a guy like, damn, he can't catch. And then I went and looked at the numbers and it backed up what I saw on film. You know, usually I'm a numbers guy, and then I go check the film. This nigga had 4 drops in one game, and he wasn't playing no pristine school. He was playing fucking Stanford. He had 4, and they were like consecutive. It was like drop, 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 because all of his shit is in order. So it was like four straight targets, 4 straight drops. I'm like, hell no. Then I went and looked at the numbers. This nigga got a 10% drop rate. He got a 10% drop rate. It's one of the highest ones in NCAA in recent years. So a guy that is at the top in drops and drop rate, and it stands out on film, bothers me. A wide receiver that never had 1,000 yards receiving sort of concerns me. Never had 900 yards receiving sort of concerns me when we talk about a guy like Savion. So, like, again, I love that people value his athleticism. I love that people value his height. I love they value his versatility. The nigga can't catch. And this is the oxymoron. I saw him make some spectacular catches. A lot of the shit he drops are routine ass catches. This nigga is dropping on curl routes, on hitches. This man was 10 yards behind the defense and dropped the ball on a post route. Ball hit him perfectly in the hands. Ain't have to overextend or anything, and still drop the football. So shit like that concerns me. And we're talking about drafting a wide receiver. I'm not listen, when I talk about drafting a wide receiver, I'm not just talking about drafting somebody to say I drafted somebody. I am trying to draft somebody that is clearly a day one upgrade over the people that I already have. Savion Williams, right to this point, is not an upgrade over Jalen Tolbert, because Jalen Tolbert can actually fucking catch. It is your job to catch the football. And if you struggle at your primary job, why do I want you? Lou, what's up with you, man? Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, nah, I don't want a nigga that can't catch. I'm sorry. I'm glad he's a good athlete. Hell nah, I get money. Thought it must be hard. Nope. Life is amazing. Cowboys fuck up. Shit, not me. So I'm Gucci. But thank you for tapping in, boy. Yeah, man. Like, shit is, nah, I don't want no non-catching ass wide receiver. If you want a project wide receiver, man, take one in the fifth. If I got to work and build him up from the ground up. We got those already. We got those at the crib. So, nah, I don't want Savion Williams. You might be able to sell me on Jaden Higgins. His phone was messing up, man. Draft the quarterback in the fifth. Draft the quarterback in the fifth. You got to draft the quarterback, draft one in the fifth. I like Emeka Ibuka too. Like I said, I believe he might be the best route runner in the draft. Got good hands. Had consistently put up numbers in production at Ohio State. I believe he has 3,000-yard seasons. It's either 2 or 3. I can't remember. I don't want to give you false information. I know it's multiple seasons crossing 1,000 yards. And he did that while playing with other dynamic wide receivers. Like all those guys he's played with. Garrett Wilson was a first-round pick. Chris Olave was a first-round pick. Marvin Harrison Jr. was a first-round pick. Emeka Ibuka himself will be a first-round pick. And the little Smith boy, not little, he's a big wide receiver, but the young kid Smith, he also will eventually be a first-round pick. It's not a knock on him not being wide receiver 1 there when he's played with nothing but the best wide receivers in the country. You know what I mean? So, Jackson Smith, listen, Ohio State has put out, just saying this shit out loud is crazy, but Ohio State done put out like 6, 7 first-round pick wide receivers in recent years. Because like I said, Chris Olave, right? Got Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Marvin Harrison Jr., that's 4. Then this year it's going to be Ibuka. He's going to come out this year going the first round, so there's going to be 5. And then when Smith come out, he's going to be the 6th one. So they had, that's a bunch of first-round pick wide receivers. It said Atwood, decent left-handed quarterback, left-handed Purdy. I don't mind Dylan Gabriel. And look, listen, at this point, I don't care what quarterback you bring in. If Dak Prescott gets hurt, you're probably going to lose any goddamn way. You're probably going to lose. So whatever quarterback you have behind Dak Prescott this year, I don't care. You can bring back one play trade for all I give a damn. Season over if you lose Dak Prescott. He said Nick Tech might go to the Raiders. It's a possibility. They also need wide receiver. The Jets need another wide receiver after they got rid of Devontae Adams. So it's really only Garrett Wilson over there now. He needs a running mate. Very, very good possibility of the Saints drafting Ted McMillan. We know Kellen Moore is pass happy, so he needs another wide receiver so they can air it out over there. There's a lot of teams that need playmakers and weapons. So I wouldn't be shocked if Ted isn't there at 12. Like I wouldn't be. But y'all, it's been about an hour. I just wanted to share some thoughts, talk to y'all, see how y'all felt about some of these things. Discuss the front office not really prioritizing getting Cooper Kupp done because of a couple of dollars that they ain't gonna spend no goddamn way. So yeah, it is what it is. But thank y'all for everything. On the way out of the liquor store, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. And make sure you hit that Cash App, man. $ Henny the More. Make sure you show Landlord some love too. Landlord 723. And in the words of West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up.